Without going into great detail, can you just sum up your feud with Tito Ortiz?
Yeah, don't agree with a lot of the things that he did and the way he did it, but you know, this guy was the pound for pound the best fighter in the world during his time, and you can't take anything away from him. He had a great career, you know, definitely one of the best. And I had my feud with him. Unfortunately, I had it with him when I was 38, 41, and 42, a little bit long in the tooth, and he was in his prime. So it did, you know, it was definitely going into the fight. It was definitely a tall task for me to try to beat him. But I believe that if I had not come back and had those fights with Tito, UFC wouldn't be where they're at today. Would not have sold for $4 billion because they were dead. And if not for what me and Tito did and those feuds that we had, they would be where they're at.
Because I think your first fight with him set a record for mainstream media attention or something.
Every time we did it, it set a record. Every time I fought in the earlier days, I set records. Every one of my fights were bigger than the last.
So you finally buried the hatchet with Tito.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And why did they never grant you your last fight in your UFC contract?
Yeah, it's a lot of political stuff and a lot of law stuff. You know, it's I can't go into all the details, but you know, it's unfortunate because it was more of a personal decision rather than a business and contractual decision. And they went against the contract, and unfortunately, in the world that we live in, if you think just because you got a contract and you're in the right, you're going to win, you got another thing coming.